Hey there and welcome to the video. I've made this video for people who are looking for things they can say to their ex-girlfriend or ex-wife that will get her back and get her to forgive you. Before I go any further, I just want to point out a couple of things. Firstly, there is a link in the description below this video that will take you to this article. This article is where I'm getting the information. It's written by a guy called Richard Jameson, who's written 99 articles on this subject. Second of all, I want to bring your attention to another link that's in the description below this video that takes you through to the magic of making up. This is what Richard Jameson in the article recommends. It's a program by this guy called T-Dub Jackson, who has written a huge website on exactly how to make up with your ex. All right, but let's go through this article by the expert Richard Jameson and what you can say. One of the first things is this, is I've noticed in this article is obviously you're going to be desperate to sort of run back and try and say the right things to your ex, but this is the worst thing you can do. Mentions here about begging and stalking her will never work. That is just going to push her further away. Instead, the best thing you can do is let the dust settle and leave her alone. Now, I know that seems like the worst thing to do. You don't want her to move on. You don't want her to forget about you, but she just needs some space. So if you want this to work, you've got to give her some space. You've got to let anger and other emotions subside, and subside in yourself. When you're in an emotional state, you can't say what you need to say. How long you need to stay away? Richard Jameson says that only she can answer that, and I have to agree with that. All right, but give her at least a month to kind of collect herself before you make contact. When you do make contact, what you want to do is not go in there guns blazing, begging for forgiveness and all that kind of stuff. All right, there are some things that you need to read in this article, but more importantly on this website about what you then actually do and what you actually say. But I want to bring something to your attention called the monkey fist method, which isn't talked about in this article by Richard Jameson, but it is talked about in this website, which is about just making a very small step, leaving a message or a text or a handwritten note that just gets your ex to agree to meet for a coffee. Don't set a date, nothing. Just kind of say, hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. Life's good. Would you like to meet for a coffee at some point just to catch up? That's all you do, all right? That's it. It's just a very, very small method. It's called the monkey fist method. Monkey fist is a method used in the Navy where you use a very small rope to grab hold of a large rope. So you're using just this little tactic just to make an arrangement to meet up. When you meet up, you can haul in the big rope, which is when you start to patch your relationship up. But hit the links below this video in the description to go to the magic of making up. I'll put the article in there as well so you can go and read the actual article. But then the author, Richard Jameson, recommends the magic of making up. So I've put that link in the description below this video. Check it out. You'll love it.